Hey, it's John with Riley's Uniques again. I'm going to do a walkthrough through a uh, vendor mall. It's not exactly an antique mall, but they have some antiques in here, a lot of furniture and home decor. And I want to show you guys what good booths setups look like. They have some really nice ones in here, so let's get started on that. I want to show you some booths that I think are set up a little bit more proper. The gain attention as customers are walking by, that can catch their eye. If you place items in groups and like items together, so when there's a lot of people who's just coming in and looking for specific things, and that'll catch their eye, and it makes your booth look a lot neater, and it's appealing to the eye. So I'm going to show you a couple of booths that I think display that pretty well. Some of them's on the verge, and then some of them I'm going to show you is, you know, kind of gives me a headache. They're so cluttered. I'm just looking in and I'm like, whoa, I don't even know what to look at. So let's get started on that. All right, I want to start with this one. This is a booth that I come in here. It's been here a little bit, and it looks really sparse, and there's just not that much in it. And every time I come in here, there's nothing, and it's kind of uneven how it's set up. I like things to be like even, offset. Like if this table was in the middle of this booth, I would want it in the middle with things on each side of it, or with this in the middle to the back there, and then have like this little table out here. Or I normally wouldn't even do one of these big tables. If I did, I would take and use this bottom space under here, set big items under here, and put all your little stuff on top. And then the same thing when you're hanging stuff. Just don't just come in here and just start hanging it wherever. Or if there's existing nails, pull your nails out and then replace them to make everything look nice and tidy, and it'll really draw your eye into it. Now this one over here, you can see how full it is, and they have the center shelf in the middle, and everything's kind of centered. The things on the wall back there, not to my exact liking, but you know, it's not too bad. But one thing you can do is, with this booth, I can just stand right here at the edge and scan it, and I can pretty much see everything in this booth. And then I come over here and do the same thing. I can even almost see the things in there in that cabinet. I don't even really have to go into the booth. But if I did want to go in the booth, there's plenty of room to walk. I just turn right around and walk back out. So I like this booth setup. You got good layers. This is a nice shelf. I think this was a store display. It had like t-shirts and stuff on it at one time, like you see in Belk or JC Penney's. Let's go to another booth. Alright, this is my booth here. I am missing two pieces. I sold two pieces yesterday, so normally there would be two pieces right here. But this is my furniture booth, and normally where this lane cedar chest is, I would have a lawn dresser there and then have a walkway right through here. But you can see with this big booth, I got things right in the middle. I can enter the booth and walk around in a circle and see everything. I could either exit right here, Or I could come back around this way, look at whatever's here in the middle. And if I had dressers here, I could see my dressers. And then exit. And then they could come on this side and see my other pieces. Like that. Or I'm kind of up towards right there's the front door and the sales counter. I like being up towards front as far as possible. I got the biggest booth in this mall because I do a lot of furniture. And if they was just coming straight to the back, they can enter in here also. So I like having two entrances if I can. And normally I have this a lot fuller, but usually I would have a dresser there. That cedar chest would be back behind it beside this piece. And then I would have either two long dressers or a dresser and a chest of drawers or 4 chest of drawers there. And I actually don't sell artwork. I let a lady use my wall to sell things on the wall, and I'm not too happy how she put this stuff up. So that's something I have to fix. And I don't like junking up the top of my dressers. Have just a couple of small pieces. This is more than I normally would like, but I let the owner put some consignment pieces in my booth because I don't have a ton of smalls. Because I like lamps like this. This is mine. The stuff on here is mine, except for the mask. And this would probably actually be over here. Make it look a little nicer. This is a hall tree that I built. It'll be like that. I try to keep it simple. That picture there, somebody's taking it off the wall. Set it on top of there. I'll have to hang that up. But usually I like something very small and similar like this. Somebody has set these Christmas glasses over here in my booth, so that's something that shouldn't be there. Should be just like one piece, like that little green piece there or something, or the lamp. I'll be bringing, I just finished this piece, so I'll be bringing 2 soda crates to put in there. This can be used as a TV stand. There's holes in the back for the wires that go out, and you can sit a 60-inch TV on top. So that is my booth. Here's another really good booth. I like how she has it set up. She sells a lot of lotions and small things, towels, and it's a long, narrow booth. She has utilized it very well. What she has is these little small tables like this up front to put her product on, and then she leaves this little area here for people to come and stand and be able to look. And you can see the stuff on that table, and then the same with this. And she actually has this one where you can walk around and see things. So she's able to put a couple of things back here like that, and little things on the floor. So I like how she has that set up. She utilized the space very well. And she still has a couple of pieces of furniture in here to sell as well. But she mostly does smalls. She has a nice butcher block piece that she could sell. It's almost hidden though. It's almost got too much stuff on top for her to be selling it. But I don't think she's selling these tables. These are just product displays, which is really cool with the parlor tables. Alright, this right here is like almost a perfect example of the perfect booth setup. You see she's got a nicely staged desk right here. Nicely staged little end table, wine rack. She has all of her purses and wallets and things and bags on one rack. It's not distributed everywhere in the booth. She has cat stuff on that shelf. A couple of big pieces up there. Here in this corner, she has her books. Like all of her books is right here. She has 3 of the same kind of thing there. Looks like she's kind of blocking her shelf. She didn't have enough to fill it all yet. And look how these pictures are spaced and neatly put up, even. Step back here. Just look how pretty that is. Just kind of when you walk by, it's like, oh, that's a nice booth. She's got her pottery pieces here and staged her piece of furniture really well. All of her baskets are on one rack. And then she has these knickknacks all on one shelf. I think this is a really nice booth. To tease into the eye, she still has a lot of stuff in here. And I like these tall racks to hang stuff on, like baskets and purses. Let me know what you think about this booth in the comments. Now here's a booth that has a lot going on. They sell a lot of smalls. And I'm kind of on the fence with this one. They do have all their magazines in one place. You got your oil lanterns all in one place. And then you have lots of knickknacks and statues on here. There's a lot on here, but it is really neat. So kind of like your glass stuff. They have glass and ceramic, but I don't know if you noticed, but it's kind of like these are like matte finish type figures. They're not glossy. And then they kind of have like their shiny glossy stuff together. Like over here, let me see if I can zoom in. They have like all these little bears here, farm animals and pigs. These kind of Victorian looking figures all together. And it's like a little police guy. This right here is a little bit messier. Like not as organized as the rest of the stuff. But you look on here, they got all their Christmas glasses in one spot. Snow globes. There's Santa figures. There's like 2 mice together. Pilgrims. They have a lot going on in here, but they've got it kind of stuff together. Like here's some plush stuff all in one spot together. These white angels. This is a little bit more mosh posh. But I think all their candle holders are all right there together. More magazines or cookbooks, it looks like, all right there on one shelf. I think with as much stuff as this booth has, they have done a really good job with keeping things together. Here's all their teapots, all on one shelf. And the only thing different is these horses, but they got two right there together. And here's more teapots, real close. Let me know what you think of this boo. See, I was just showing you this a while ago, and I just now realized this is all teapots, but smaller ones, all right here together. That's what I was commenting on a post on my videos. Somebody asked me how they should set up their booths. You put all like items kind of in one spot in one area to gather them up. You see here they have their bowling pictures. Here's like a little waterfall lamp thing, wall sconces, crystal. I have boxes of pictures down here. Well, this is a pretty good example of having a lot of different items and then kind of gathering all your items in one place. You see some Pyrex under there. Here's your baskets. Excuse me. Let me know what you think of this booth. It's almost like a organized mess in this booth. I'm on the fence about it. Like, they have a lot of stuff, but I think they've done a pretty good job gathering all their stuff together. When you first looking at it, it kind of looks like a bunch of knickknacks. And then when you look at it closer, it's actually a lot of teapots and different, even though if it's knickknacks, it's light knickknacks gathered in one spot together. So if somebody's coming in looking for a particular thing, you say, oh, look at all those teapots. So they'll be drawn into this booth to go shopping for teapots. Here's another good example of a booth with them having like items gathered into one spot. Like they have all their dolls right here, porcelain, and then they have a whole shelf of more porcelain dolls. Have your nativity scene, a couple pieces of furniture. They have all their ornaments on one shelf. DVDs. I would say this ornament was probably down here, and the customers picked it up and moved it. That's okay. They have glass baskets. See how they have them all on their precious moments, all right here together. So if somebody's looking for precious moments, they can look over in this booth and just see a bunch. And more dolls. A few Buckley moss prints, all in one basket in one place. They even have CDs all in one place. Let me know what you think. Okay, this booth here is one I would not set my booth up like this. It kind of gives me a headache. One, there's a lot of wasted space under here. I guess they might be using it for storage. I'm not sure. I don't like putting things in storage because to me, if it's not out and people can see it, then it's you lose chances to sell stuff. But their stuff is kind of, they got crystal chinaware, trays. How they got their stuff hung, it's just kind of like, what happened? They're just kind of just throwing stuff in here just to get it out for sale without really thinking about what they're doing. It's like everything's on this table here. There's some people who like to dig and find stuff. This is really this shelf and this shelf. They kind of done what they're supposed to do, but other than that, it's just like hodgepodge of stuff thrown wherever. To me, it looks like a cluttered mess. Stuff isn't really piled on top of each other. It's just not appealing to the eye. To me, it kind of looks like a garage sale or a yard sale. Let me know what you think. Did you like that other booth better? Or do you like something like this better? I just found out if you have stuff a little bit organized, your sales increase usually by almost double. They'll still sell stuff here because it is open and you can see. It's just things get lost in the mix, I believe. So look at this one, and then this one I showed you earlier. How much more neat it is. Let me know in the comments. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video below, and give me your opinions in the comments below. Also, anything else you want to see, if you have any questions about anything, I'll try to make videos about it. And I'll also answer your questions in the comments. So subscribe below, and I shall see you next time. Thanks.